Hello students, I am Pitambar Gadve. In this video, we will see directional nature of a radiation. And in this, we have to understand important terms, that is solid angle. So let us discuss solid angle. So to understand the solid angle, let us consider a slice of a pizza. Suppose this is a slice of a pizza. Let us consider this is a slice of a pizza. And when we have to determine the size of that slice of a pizza, we have to consider it by considering the arc length, or by calculating arc length we can calculate the size of a pizza. Okay, so let us calculate arc length. So we know arc length is calculated, arc length for pizza is given by or calculated by joining the two corners. So let us consider this is a corner of a slice of a pizza, this is another point, and these 2 points are connected at the center of a pizza center. And considering angle, let us consider this angle is alpha. So considering that angle, we can determine the arc length. So we know arc length is equal to radius, its radius into plane angle. So radius into plane angle alpha. So alpha is a plane angle. Now for a circular pizza, for a whole circle, let us consider for a circle with radius r is equal to 1. For unit radius, for circle with radius r is equal to 1, we can say the arc length for circle with radius r1, arc length is equivalent in a magnitude of plane angle subtended. Okay, so arc length for circle with unit radius, the length of arc is equivalent in a magnitude. So let us consider this is a circle. With radius is equal to 1. For radius 1, the arc length is this arc length. So arc length is equivalent in a magnitude to the plane angle subtended, and that is equal to, so we can say arc length for a circle is equal to, it is a pi. Okay, it is pi. So angle subtended is a pi. This is this angle is of 2 pi. Okay, so 360 degrees Celsius. So arc, when radius of a circle is 1, then we can say length of a arc is equivalent to the plane angle subtended by that arc length. Okay, now let us consider a slice of a watermelon. So let us consider this is a slice of a watermelon. Okay, slice of a watermelon. Its corners are connected at the center and it forms a conical shape. Okay, so as analogous to this, we can determine this surface area. Surface area means green surface. So we can say in an analogous manner, analogous to this plane angle, we can say the area of a surface is, area of a surface on a sphere is equivalent in a magnitude to a solid angle it subtends. it subtends. Okay, so in case of plane, in case of slice of a pizza, this is a two-dimensional quantity. So in case of this, we consider the arc length. Arc length is equivalent in a magnitude to that of plane angle. And whereas in case of solid sphere, in case of sphere, it is three-dimensional geometry. So we can easily determine area of a surface, means this area of a surface on a sphere is equivalent in a magnitude to the solid angle. So this is solid angle, which is denoted by omega. Solid angle, it subtends. Okay, so let us now define a solid angle. So let us define solid angle, and to understand solid angle, let us consider an arbitrary surface. Let us consider this is an arbitrary surface A2, and there is a small surface which is small surface. Let us consider this surface as a dA1. This is elementary surface dA1 and this is arbitrary surface A2. Okay, when we join all the perimeters to the elementary surface dA1, we form a conical shape which having its tip at elementary area dA1 and which base is a arbitrary surface A2. Now when we draw a sphere with radius of 1, we get this is a sphere which having radius of r is equal to 1. Now this portion is called as solid angle. It is denoted by d omega. So let us define this solid angle. So solid angle is angle subtended by the surface area A2 at surface area dA1. Solid angle is defined as angle subtended by this arbitrary surface area A2 at elementary surface area dA1 on a elementary surface area dA1 is numerically equal to the area of a surface on a sphere, with unit radius, and with area of a surface on a sphere with unit radius, with radius is equal to unity, with unit radius, and its center is at elementary area. Its center is at elementary area which cut by this conical surface, which having its apex at dA1 and base is at A2. Okay, so let us note down this. So solid angle is defined as angle subtended by area A2, this area A2, angle subtended by area A2 at surface dA1, at surface dA1 is angle subtended by this surface A2 at this surface is numerically equal to the surface on a sphere. Surface means the surface on a sphere. This is equal to surface on a sphere with the sphere is with unit radius and center and center of that sphere is at elementary area dA1, at dA1, which cuts this surface area cuts the conical surface, so this is called as a solid angle. Means, once again I repeat, solid angle subtended by this surface area A2 at this elementary area dA1 is equal to surface area on a sphere with radius is equal to 1 and center is at dA1, which cuts the conical surface. That is called as solid angle. And this solid angle is given by d omega. It is denoted by d omega, which is equal to ds upon r square. ds, it is elementary surface upon r square. So let us consider this is as a equation number 1. Now let us derive expression for a solid angle. So let us consider this is a elementary area. Let us consider this is a elementary area on a sphere. Okay, this is elemental area. Let us consider this area as a ds. Okay, this area as a ds. We know this angle theta is called as zenith angle, whereas this angle is denoted by phi, which is called as azimuth angle. Okay, and this is r sin theta d phi, and this dimension is r into theta. So we can easily determine this by a simple trigonometry. Okay, so let us consider or let us calculate a surface area ds. Okay, surface area ds is given by, so ds is equal to this is ds, this total surface is ds, that is surface area. Now this dimension into this dimension is nothing but surface area, so it is r sin theta d phi into this r into d theta into r d theta. Let us rearrange this equation. We get this r into r, it becomes r square sin theta into this d theta into d phi. So this is a surface area. Okay, so let us put this surface area in equation 1. We get, put in equation 1 we get d omega is a solid angle, omega is denoted by solid angle, so d omega is equal to r square sin theta d theta d phi upon r square. So this r square gets cancelled, therefore d omega is equal to sin theta d phi. So this is solid angle subtended by this surface area ds. Now this area ds here area ds is normal to the this area ds is normal to the direction of weaving from center, direction of weaving from center. So let us understand this meaning of this statement. So this area ds, when we are looking from the center of a sphere, this surface is normal to the direction. When we are looking from the center towards this surface area, it is normal to the direction. But in general, in general, a differential solid angle d omega, differential solid angle d omega is subtended by a differential surface area. But in general, differential solid angle d omega is subtended by a surface area dA when it is viewed from a point. When viewed from a point. Okay, so let us understand this also. So in general, this differential solid angle, let us consider this, there is one point, this is one point, okay, this is a point, okay, and there is one surface area, let us consider this is a surface area dA. Okay, so when we are looking from this point, so normal direction is different. Let us consider this is a normal direction of a surface, this is normal L, and it makes angle of theta with this direction when we are viewing from the point. Okay, so in this case, this d omega is given by, d omega is equal to this surface area dA into cosine of angle theta upon distance between these two. Let us consider the distance between point and surface is L, so it is L square. So in general, we can say d omega is equal to dA cos theta upon L square.